For ages, we have heard of legends and stories about chosen ones. They are characters that seem to exist only in books or science fiction movies. But what if I told you that the so-called chosen ones are not just a product of imagination, but they actually exist? They are not born with that title, but are people who are created through the most severe challenges. The challenges they face are not merely physical. Not physical strength or physical endurance, but invisible battles within the mind, emotional storms and deep cuts in the soul. These are the types of challenges that have no specific limits, no clear measurements, but are the most difficult to overcome. And the truth is, not everyone endures. Of those who face these challenges, only a few have the courage and perseverance to make it to the end. But when they do, they are no longer the same people they were yesterday. They are changed, forever. The wounds and harsh lessons have carved into them a new nature, a strength that transcends mediocrity. Life, in a sense, is a series of tests. No two people have the same journey, no two people face the same challenges. Some people only face small challenges, but others face big storms that seem insurmountable. So, who are the real chosen ones? They are not the ones who proudly step forward to be chosen, but the ones who are pushed into the most severe challenges for a deep reason that they sometimes do not understand. They cannot turn back, because there is a strong calling in their hearts, an irresistible urge, forcing them to move forward, to face. And it is in that journey that they become the chosen ones. Before going deeper into the journey of challenges, like and subscribe to the channel to know more mysteries. 1. The challenges. Challenge 1. Face the truth about yourself. The first step on the journey of the chosen ones is to remove the masks that we have built for so long. The external images, the roles that we have immersed ourselves in, now need to be removed. This is not an easy task, because when that shell is broken, you will face an abyss, a place where your true nature is hidden, unconstrained by external factors. And in that silence, you must face the deepest question: who am I really? This question is not to be answered, but to be felt. It is to tear apart the illusions, the stories you have told yourself, to see the purest version of yourself. Challenge 2. Isolation. Isolation is not just about being cut off from the outside world, but also about being alone, physically, mentally, and emotionally. In this space, you will face the thoughts you have tried to run away from, the fears that haunt you, and the desires you have never dared to admit. In that silence, you will hear your inner voice, the whisper of your true self or something greater. Not everyone is ready to face the nakedness of their soul, but this isolation will bring you closer to your true nature. Challenge 3. Letting go. Letting go is not a weakness, it is an act of strength. Letting go of the resentments, the expectations, the disappointments that have kept you stuck in stagnation for so long. This doesn't happen in a moment, it is an ongoing process. Letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means not holding on. It's trusting the flow of life, that everything comes and goes for a reason. When you learn to let go, you realize that true freedom comes when you stop trying to control everything around you. Challenge 4. Dark Night of the Soul. This is the ultimate test. Everything you know can be turned upside down. Relationships are broken, careers are ruined, and your sense of direction is completely lost. It seems like the universe is turning against you, asking the question, how much darkness can you endure before you lose your light? But in that darkness, a process of purification occurs. What is not your true nature will be eliminated. Not to make you suffer, but to prepare for a rebirth. The most important thing in this stage is not to lose hope, not to give up. Challenge 5. Faith. Faith is not blind trust, but the ability to look at pain and accept that it carries a greater purpose. Even in the dark night of the soul, you must trust that the universe is not against you, but is working for you. Your faith will be tested over and over again. Believe that everything that happens is meant to bring you to a better version of yourself. Believe not only in the universe, but also in yourself, that you are strong enough to overcome it all. Challenge 6. Surrender. Surrender is not giving up, it is letting go of resistance. It is giving up control and allowing the flow of life to take you. Surrender is not a loss of power, it is understanding that true power lies in being in harmony with what is. You let go of desires, attachments, even dreams that you once held most important. In this surrender, you find a different form of control, not by controlling, but by trusting in the greater plan. When you let go, you realize that life is not something to be won, but something to be lived in. And in that living in that way, you will find your true self. 2. The final trials and awakening. Awakening is not like the previous trials. It is no longer a battle with fear, isolation, or darkness. It is not a test of endurance, but a journey into deep awareness, a turning point where you finally realize the truth. When awakening occurs, you begin to see the world and yourself as they really are, unclouded by illusions and judgments. The questions that once haunted you, who am I, and what should I do, no longer require answers. Instead, you realize a simple but profound truth: you are not separate from life, you are a part of it. All the trials you've been through, the self-confrontation, the isolation, the letting go, the dark nights of the soul, were designed to lead you to this moment. They weren't punishments, but lessons to help you understand that everything happens for a reason, and that reason always points you toward the truth. In awakening, you no longer seek purpose outside yourself. You understand that purpose lies not in a distant destination, but in this very moment, in every breath, every beat of your heart. When true awakening occurs, you no longer feel the need to control life. You understand that everything is unfolding in its own perfect way. You no longer resist the flow, no longer fear the next challenge. Instead, you flow with life, embracing it all with peace. This is the ultimate transformation of the chosen one, no longer a single individual, but part of a whole, living fully in his or her own truth and purpose. When you overcome all challenges, you will no longer be limited by your mind, your ego, or the fears that have held you back. Your reward will not be recognition or glory, but something much deeper: true freedom. The freedom to live with purpose, meaning, and joy, no longer haunted by fear or uncertainty. But the question is, are you ready to embark on this journey? Do you have the courage to face the truth about yourself, to overcome the challenges life presents, and to awaken to your true purpose? The path of the chosen one is not an easy one. It is not for those who are weak or afraid to face difficulties. It is for those who are willing to endure, willing to face, and willing to change.